Hey everyone. Okay, this might be a long video. I'm not positive. But I think it might be. So we'll see. Okay, so let's get started. I've missed you guys. I always tell you that when it's been like a week or week and a half or almost 2 weeks, because I sure as heck do. But I have seriously been on a roll making Christmas cards. If you looked at my Instagram, you'll see I have made a butt ton of them, and I have been on a roll with card making, and I have been loving it. And so I'm excited to send them off this week to the people who are exchanging Christmas gifts with me. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. And Bus and Kat are in here, and Bus is really tired. I used the kit from Fancy Pants, Life is Beautiful. I just love that. It's so pretty. It just matched everything. So because Cheyenne is still mad at me and this is week 43, and she's still mad at me at week, what, 50, no, not 50, 40 something. And well, I have decided that there are certain things, I don't know, that I've been enjoying, and well, I thought, you know what, I usually go with her, you know, we usually go shopping together, and I was like, well, you know, it's too bad she's not with me, so, but let me see if I'll enjoy going shopping by myself. Tim's at work, and like I said, he works a lot, and in fact, the other Friday and Saturday, he worked 48 hours, so he was gone, and Friday, I could not get motivated to do anything. I really couldn't, you guys. It was so sad, and I was so mad at myself, but I could not get up and do anything. So I was like, oh darn it. So this layout has been sitting on my desk forever because I couldn't do it. And so it was irritating as heck. It really was. So anyways, so well, we have, Tim put new, I don't know how to fill this, or how to do this thing, so Tim has to fill them for me. So he filled it last night, and so now I'm like, okay, gotta get it going. Anyways, so I have been wanting, okay guys, so let me just tell you, I have been wanting a darn jacuzzi tub for a few months now. I guess since we went to Tennessee. When we went to Tennessee, we ended up, from Dollywood, we ended up walking in the rain. I think I told you guys that. I'm pretty sure I told you guys. I tell you guys everything. It's okay. So, Tim and I walked in the rain for, what was it? I told you, was it like 3 miles or something, a mile? And it felt forever. And they had, in the hotel we were at, they had a jacuzzi tub. And it was just so amazing, because you will only understand this if you have either boys, teenage boys, or you have a husband who is like a teenage boy. And Cordell has his own bathroom. A bathroom that I have never cleaned since he became of age. And he is in charge of cleaning his own bathroom and his own, you know, they're in charge of doing their own stuff. I'm not their maid. Just because I have private parts doesn't mean that I'm someone's maid. So, it probably made no sense to you, but in my head it's what I tell people. So anyways, just because you have a certain part of a woman's body does not mean that we are automatically someone's maid. So, or that a guy cannot do, cannot clean or bake or cook or anything, right? So anyways, that's what I mean. To explain myself a little better on that one. But anyways, so he is the only one who has a bathtub shower, and he you don't want to use a teenage boy's bathroom at all. And so I'm like, no, I want my own, and we only have a shower. So anyway, so when we went to Tennessee, they had the jacuzzi tub, and I enjoyed it so much. I really did. A few years ago, we had a hot tub, like an 8-person hot tub for years. And in fact, we bought it when we lived in our old house. And then we moved into our new house, and we had it for quite a few years. The minute we got rid of it, because our PG&E bill was like $400 a month, and when we got rid of that sucker, our PG&E went down to $200. It was like, what the heck? So yeah, so not doing that again. Well, so we had that, but then I was told, I guess these bath bombs came into style, and I'm like, or came into, not style, but more like, became popular. There we go. They became popular, and I'm like, oh wow, what are those things? And so I started researching them. Like, they need research, right? But you know, for me, I'm like, it's a girly thing. I have to figure out what it is. Then so anyway, so I'm like, okay, what is this? Is this something fun? And then you look on Pinterest, and then you see, you know, what not to buy, what color not to buy. And so yeah, so it was, you know, don't buy red. And yeah, check Pinterest and put in their bath bomb, and you'll see you'll see what I mean. And it looks like a horror movie. So anyways, so well, then I did a shout out with my friends going, okay, what is this, you guys? You know, like, is it something fun, or what is it? And they're like, you buy them at a place called Lush. They have like the best ones. And I'm like, all I know about a Lush is, you know, someone who's an alcoholic. So I'm like, why would you name your company Lush? I don't understand that stuff, but whatever. That's their prerogative. And so I was like, I mean, I can understand luxurious, you know, okay, I'm going to go to luxurious or something, but Lush, you just think alcohol. Well, I do anyways. And so I went, I decided to do the shopping. Well, then I found out that there was, I went to, it's not a local, because it's, you know, it's an hour and like 10 minutes away from me, but a scrapbooking store. And well, down the street is the mall, and they had that place called Lush. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll go in there and let me see. And so I went in there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it smells so good, because I am a big Scentsy fanatic, and you guys know that. And I just, oh, Scentsy is like life. I love my house smelling good, and it smells so divine. I don't know, I'm having problems with the glue, because I think it's just so cold in my house. We haven't turned on the heater, and Tim's like, it's 61 degrees in here, and I'm like, no, bundle up. Layers, dude. You're not turned on the heater yet. So I think it's just too cold for it. And so I was like, okay, let me go there. And so I did, and I liked it. I really did. It was so, okay, so anyways, I don't have a bathtub. And so, but I figured we love hotel rooms. Well, next time we go to the hotel room, I'll just have it with me. And it was like, okay. And so I came home, and I was like, Tim, smell this. And he's like, oh yeah, that does smell good. And then when I have an awesome husband, I really do. And so I mean, he's amazing. And I told him, I said, you know, dude, I said, I really want a jacuzzi tub. And he's like, okay, well, I said, can you get me some price quotes, and that way I can start saving up for next year? And he's like, yeah, no problem. He says, I can tear out walls, and I can, remember, he's a carpenter. And so he's like, I can tear out the walls, and then we can put it here. We need this size, da-da-da. And I was like, okay. So he gave me an amount, and I said, okay, I'll start saving for it. And then, so he's fine with whatever I want. If I want it, and he'll do whatever, you know, all he can do is work, right? So he's like, you figure it all out, I'll just work as much as I can. And I said, okay. And so, well, then he started talking to me, and he's like, you know, I'm getting older. He's all, and to go into a hot tub, a 2-person hot tub, would be amazing. He says, I would do that with you. He says, I would go in there with you. And I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, that would be awesome. And he built me a lanai, which we call the cocoon, because I don't like the sun, and I don't like things on me. I don't like the whole, you know, flies and gnats, and I don't like any of that stuff on me. Uh-oh. So I think we did this one wrong. I'm gonna grab my other one. And so So he did, and so he built me that, and so I have that, and so he's like, we can put it in there, and then we'll put a TV in there, and then we can kick back in there, and we can watch, you know, football and stuff, and I'm like, cool. So that is our game plan, and then I researched, though, because the whole thing started because I want to use the bath bombs, and then I researched, and they said, yeah, you can use bath bombs in your hot tub, you just, you know, try not to use glitters or things that have stuff in them. And that was like, oh, no problem, because, you know, I don't want, you know, glitter. I don't, you know, it comes to mind is I'm so shiny. Yeah, I really don't want that for, you know, down below. So I'm like, I can go without glitter, that's fine. I'm like, you know, it's so dangerous, I think. So I'm like, no, I'm okay, babe. So we're good. And so he's like, okay. And they said, this is how, you know, you can have it, but you're going to have to clean it, you know. You're going to have to clean it really good after 2 or 3 of them. And so he's like, okay, cool. So that is our goal. We found one that we have to go look at because he's 6'2", and he can't, you know, he needs to be able to relax and not be scrunched. So I'm like, okay, so hopefully by next year we'll have one, and then I can use my bath bombs. But I don't think they're gonna last that long. But I told him, I said, let's go to we're gonna go to a hotel probably by next month or something, you know, Disneyland and stuff. So and then I'll make sure. Well, our hotel that we get, that we stay at, has a bathtub, so I'll be able to try one out. So I'm excited. So anyway, so all that just to tell you that I went shopping by myself, and I went to Lush. So, and it was just a burst of color. You know, for someone like me who loves color, I was like, oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. So really, really neat store, and smelled delicious. But oh, holy crud, those prices on those blocks of whatever, was it soaps or something? I'm like, holy smokes. So yeah, it's expensive. So geez, yeah, that was, I like Bath and Body for that kind of stuff, so I didn't need any of that. Am I going too slow for you guys? I just am blah 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 blah. But I'm always blah blah blahing. Especially when I go so long without talking to you. So anyways, but yeah, so that's all. That was just, you know, my little Lush story, down the river, you know, through the woods, that kind of thing, instead of just flat out saying, oh, I went to Lush. And then so I went to Lush, and then I went to the scrapbooking store, and then I went to the Cheesecake Factory. Oh, it is my absolute favorite place to eat at. And let me get to there. I'll put this one on a little bit. Let me tell you a little bit about these real quick too before I get to over here. So anyways, so, oh, what is that? I think I got glue. We have turkeys, wild turkeys in our yard, and I feed them, and they absolutely are spoiled. Well, when I'm, you know, bundled up in the living room, which we have a family room, living room, so down below, or we have a sunken in family room, and it's towards the backyard. Well, when we don't stay in there, that's just, you know, that's, we don't do anything in there. Well, so that's the one that faces the backyard. Well, when we're not there and we're watching football, we put the air mattress out, and we are watching football in the living room. Well, that's where the front door is at. And then if you look, when I don't pay attention, and I'm in there all day, the turkeys come to the front door and they look in, because they're like, where are you at? They're like, we're hungry. And so that's them. It's 2 boys, and they they look at you and they're like, hurry up. And so I get up and I tell them, hi guys, let's go. And then they run. They run to the backyard. You can't pet them or anything because they're wild, but they're just spoiled and they know food. And so they're just super sweet. So I just happened to catch a picture of them, and they were super, super sweet. And then in our lanai, our cocoon is what I call it, the cocoon, we have a squirrel. Well, we have 3 squirrels, and I named them. I name everything. And so their names are Bristle and Brush, which is the adult ones. Well, Bristle and Brush had a baby that I named Sponge. So Bristle and Brush have a baby named Sponge. So Bristle, Brush, Sponge. And don't ask, you know, it's just things come to my head as far as names go. And well, Bristle was on the outside of the cocoon, and he was acting like Spider-Man. So he was on the what is it called? It's mesh screen, the screen. And I took a picture and sent it to Tim, and he's like, no. He's like, don't let him do that. And I'm like, okay. I was like, oh, we got in trouble. So yeah, he's all, because he's gonna mess up the screen. And I was like, so I was gonna make holes in it. And I was like, oh, okay, sorry. And so we got in trouble, but I have a picture. So that's all that matters, is I have the picture of Bristle being Spider-Man. This is super cute. So yeah, let's see. This is the same day that I started off on the couch, and then I have both of them draped. Tim was at work, and I have them draped over me. This is me reclining, and Cat is laying over my legs and over my belly. And then Bus is on the other side, laying out on the other side of the couch, but half on my lap. And so yeah, it was cute. So I sent that picture to Tim, and then so it was just, and then I transferred down to the floor later on, because you have to. It's a little, they're heavy. They're heavy, and so it's one of those things. Okay, so anyway, so Cheesecake Factory, absolutely favorite place to eat. It is, and it's fancy. It's fancy for us because, you know, usually, you know, just us 2, and it's like $75, and so it's a big treat. Well, my birthday's on Wednesday, so but I went here. It's in the same mall. The Cheesecake Factory's in the same mall as Lush, and so I was like, it's just me because Cheyenne sucks, and so I can afford to get a cheesecake. And I was like, yes. And Tim's not big on cheesecake. He'll eat it, of course, but it's not his favorite. And so I was all, cheesecake for 1. And so I went in, and I was like, oh, they had this cake and cheesecake one, so I was like, I'll try that. So I did. And yeah, and so anyways, my birthday's on Wednesday, and Tim's like, ouch. He's like, where do you want to go? And I was like, Cheesecake Factory. So he's like, okay. And so that's where we're going, and I'm so excited. So, because I'm like, it's my birthday, so it's a celebration. So, and basically it's an excuse so I can eat the Cheesecake Factory. I can eat over there. So, yum. I'm so excited about that. So this says Sweet Haul, because I went to that not local scrapbooking store, and I bought all kinds of stuff from them. So I had Cheesecake Factory cheesecake, and then I had the Lush ball and little spinner. I bought a spinner one, a spinner ball, and I got some, oh gosh, what do you call it? Mixed media stuff, so to play with. And I found out that I really like mixed media stuff, but I'm so impatient, and it's hard for me to wait for it to dry. I'm like, that's my biggest downfall, is to wait for it to dry. So that is why I haven't showed on Instagram a lot of projects. So you guys are going to cut off real quick, so hold on. Okay, you're back. So that was quick and simple, right? So Cat and Bus. Okay, Cat and Bus are hilarious because whenever we're gone, or specifically me, whenever I'm gone, I come back and someone, usually it's Bus. It's always usually Bus, but sometimes Cat will no, okay, let me take that back. When we're gone, Bus goes into my closet, and we have a closet that has a lower rung to it. I don't know if that's the right word or not, and but it's low enough where my pants hang down, and then that's where all my shoes and slippers go. Well, that's where we find them when we come back. We find Bus. And then Cat, whenever I'm in the potty, because the potty room's right there, that's where she waits for me to get done. And so so they like to make my clothes fall down. They rip my hangers, break my hangers, and then they grab all my slippers and they completely gut the bottom of my closet. So yes, it's always a mess in my room because I leave every morning to go walk with my friend, and I come back and Bus is in there. I go to the potty, and you know, when you get caught up, you know, doing stuff in there, taking a shower, that kind of thing, then Cat is in there. So it's never ending where I'm shoving my stuff back into the closet. So yeah, it's one of those like, okay. So it's never perfect in my wait, how did I want this one? Because oh yeah, that works, right? Yeah. I put those Nuvo drops, you guys. Okay, so I put the Nuvo drops on just to try it out because I was making cards and I thought, oh, I'm going to try it on my layouts. Yeah, no, that was a mistake because now they're like pointy. Like I got to get some scissors and chop them off before they rip my project, my pages, my Project 5 pages. And I'm like, holy crud, they're really pointy. And you know, and I know how to not have them pointy, but my whole problem is my room is cold, and so, and I'm impatient to, you know, get them and blow on them and warm them up, that kind of thing. So it's one of those things. So yeah, just so when that happens, they're cold and they come out hard and they don't like you. And so that's a big thing. So, but I wouldn't do it again. I'm not putting it on my project again because it really made a mess. It really, they're just so like, ouch, like it's a little needle. I'm like, okay, let's not do that one again. So my mom, I made candy apples. This time I made them, I tried to make them black, but they came out purple. And then because remember I'm still practicing, and then my mom and I went to the dollar store a few days prior, right? And I got home and I go, oh my gosh, I happened to see somebody have the candy caramel apple sticks, and I was like, oh my god, I just picked those exact same ones up at the dollar store. And I'm like, huh, that's so weird, they're $5.99 a package, but at the dollar store they're 99 cents. And I'm like, Mom, can you go get me? And it's at the 99-cent store, not the Dollar Tree, but the 99-cent store with the purple banner. And so I was like, Mom, can you go get me the other packages because they're $5.99 everywhere else? And I was like, oh my god, 99 cents. So she's all, yeah, I'll go get them for you. She's all, and then we're gonna go to another town tomorrow. And she's all, and if I'll see what they have, and if they have a lot, I'll pick up whatever they have. And I'm like, oh my god. So my mom, she's a crafter, so I get my love of crafting from her. So she's hilarious because she's like, okay, I'll pick you up whatever they have. And I'm like, okay, but I'm like, oh, I don't need you know, a bazillion of them. But and then I see her a week later and she gets them out of her trunk. I have 800. I have 800 caramel apple sticks, and I'm like, holy crud, I'm gonna have them for the rest of my life. And you know, and so she bought me 16 packages, so $16, right? Yeah, at 50 a piece. I think that's the right count. And and so I was like, oh my God, my mom, she is an overboard person. She really is. And then she loves, you know, she supports me. And so when you have a supportive parent, that's what happens. You get 800 caramel apple sticks. And I was just laughing my butt off. So I had to take a picture and show on Facebook how loving my mom is. And so I have 800 sticks. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, when you have a parent like that, you have an awesome life, right? So yeah, so pretty cool. This is all full of crepe paper stuff. And it's so funny because I'm not sure if you guys see or not the little things I get into when I start doing my project. And I have, you know, like puffy stickers. Then I have word sayings. And it's just so funny how every layout is so different. I mean, not complaining at all because it's awesome. But it's just funny how that happens. Wait, is this 43? I think it's 43. Oh, yeah, it is, huh? Yeah, 43. Wow, we're already there, huh? 43, jeez. So, all gold. I like the colors of this one. And crepe paper. Crepe paper is pretty awesome. Yeah, some cool stuff. So, long video, right guys? Oh my gosh, this is probably the longest I've done in a long time. Let me say thank you to D10. D10, happy belated birthday. And, oh, kidney stones. Oh my goodness. Oh, it has to be so painful. Oh gosh, I don't envy you at all. I hope you feel better soon. And Kai's mom, Emma Griffins. Of course, I would never be mad about wanting to exchange Christmas cards with you. I just wasn't sure, that's all. So never ever worry about making me mad or, you know, upsetting or hurting my feelings or anything. We're all good. So, Miss D, thank you. I gotta find out who you guys are, you know, because Miss D, who are you? What's your real name? Do I know you on Facebook? Natalie Gavin. Paula M. That's funny. I'll have to show you a Christmas card then. I'll show you a specific one I'll make for you on the next PL. And then Flamingo Diego. Thank you for leaving me a comment. And yeah, isn't that weird? Cinnamon. Being allergic to cinnamon is just, of all the things, yeah, it's so weird. But yeah, I need to stay away from it. I really do. But it seems like the more you do things, the more you're like, oh yeah, I want, you know, cinnamon sticks, and I want, you know, cinnamon on my hot chocolate. And you're like, oh my gosh, yeah, when you're not supposed to have things, or when things are bad for you, you tend to want them more, right? What do you guys think, Vanahans? I like it. I think it came out super cute. I like the colors, and I really, that Lush place, really cute. And they had a unicorn horn. I'm like, I want a unicorn horn. So, anyways, thanks for sticking with me, you guys. You guys are awesome and always the best. I will be printing out my pictures because I need to get my button gear and start peeling, because you know how much this stuff means to me. I love it, and it's a big therapy session for me. All right, guys, big hugs. Happy Thanksgiving to all my friends in the U.S. and happy Thursday and week to everybody else who is not in the U.S., who doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. And if you're part of the Project Life Obsessed group, tomorrow we're doing the giveaways. So go join well, I'm doing the giveaways. I know Shanda's going to help me. She has something also. So we're going to have big time giveaways tomorrow. So join me over there, and I will see you guys tomorrow. So good luck, and if you comment, and hopefully you guys win. So we'll talk to you later. I'm like, oh my god, I miss you. All right, bye.